Welcome to our discussion on corporate social responsibility, where profit meets purpose, and companies balance growth with ethical impact. In this presentation, we'll explore how financial performance and social values interact, why governance and environmental stewardship matter, and how embedding responsibility into strategy can create long-term value for businesses and communities alike. This slide outlines a simple but powerful framework. People, planet, and profit are interconnected and should be measured together. Think of financial returns, social outcomes like employee well-being and fair labor, and environmental footprints such as emissions and resource use as three lenses that inform smarter decisions and set boundaries for sustainable growth. Here we make the business case for CSR by focusing on trust. Ethical behavior and transparent reporting build consumer confidence, which can lift willingness to pay, increase repeat purchases, and strengthen brand resilience. Those effects compound into sustained revenue growth that outpaces costs, translating purpose-driven practices into tangible financial advantage over time. ESG integration channels capital toward companies prepared for the future, and this slide shows how investment flows reward robust CSR strategies. When environmental, social, and governance factors are embedded into portfolio decisions, firms often benefit from lower capital costs, improved valuations, and a strategic edge from more predictable, future-proof cash flows aligned with long-term megatrends. This prioritization map helps leaders focus CSR efforts where they matter most by balancing business impact and stakeholder concern. Some initiatives drive operational efficiency and competitive advantage. Others spur innovation and shared value, while monitoring and responsive programs manage risk and reputation. The goal is to align scarce resources with opportunities that deliver measurable value to both company and society. Supply chain scrutiny is about finding ethical hotspots and making targeted improvements across sourcing, production, and distribution. By examining origins for labor and resource risks, assessing manufacturing emissions and working conditions, and evaluating logistics for carbon and fairness, companies can reduce liability, boost resilience, and differentiate their products through responsible practices embedded throughout the value chain. Linking governance to sustainability ensures accountability at the highest levels. Effective boards, dedicated oversight committees, and CSR metrics tied to executive incentives create the right signals for decision-making. When ethical considerations carry equal weight alongside financial performance, organizations steer toward balanced, strategic directions that support long-term value and stakeholder confidence. Meaningful stakeholder engagement is a systematic process, not an afterthought. Bringing employees, communities, NGOs, and regulators into ongoing dialogue surfaces expectations, preempts conflicts, and sparks collaborative solutions. That co-creation leads to responsible innovations, stronger partnerships, and the social license to operate, ultimately making business models more resilient and better aligned with societal needs. Standardized disclosures through frameworks like GRI and SASB help drive transparency and comparability. By aligning on common indicators and integrated reporting practices, companies can streamline reporting, reduce duplication, and enable investors and consumers to benchmark performance. This alignment encourages continuous improvement and directs resources toward the highest impact sustainability initiatives. To demonstrate value, CSR expenditures must link to measurable social outcomes and efficiency metrics. This slide shows how programs translate into jobs, health, and education impacts, which can then be assessed by ratios like jobs per dollar or lives impacted per spending unit. Quantifying outcomes supports data-driven budget decisions, guides scaling of successful models, and strengthens stakeholder confidence. Moving from a linear take-make-waste model to a circular, regenerative approach reduces environmental impact and opens new revenue opportunities. Practices like product life extension, resource recovery, and sharing platforms keep materials in use longer, minimize waste, and position companies as sustainability leaders while unlocking market advantages and fresh income streams. As data and AI become central to operations, ethical stewardship must keep pace. Embedding governance around algorithm design and data usage prevents bias, protects privacy, and aligns technology with corporate goals and the public interest. When AI is managed responsibly, it supports innovation, safeguards stakeholders, and builds enduring trust that underpins long-term success.